And welcome back to our next video, everybody. Thank you for joining me on another video here on the What's the Story channel. We are continuing our questing down in Harandar, doing our side quests in this zone, and we are very close to knocking all the remaining side quest chains out here. We only got two chains remaining, and this chain up here in the northwest is the one from Har'mara, which I think was a kind of grayed out. And now that I think about it, earlier on, because I vaguely remember being in this area and seeing a gray out over this character who is it's Hagar, the Elder, because this is her home right here. All right, and Orwina is here with Deep Frill and Mika, the leaders of the neutral Rutani and Fungarians in this area. So let's go ahead and see what Hagar is up to. Remember, guys, just a friendly reminder that these are my full. Genuine reactions to everything that happens in every single one of these quest chains. I don't know anything that's about to occur. We will discover what happens as we go, and you get my genuine reaction to everything that happens. And we learn about the characters as we go, and we theorize about what's going to happen in the story regarding these characters too. All right, so let's go ahead and get to it. The quest that is now available here in Har'mara from Hagar is the former rootwarden. And she says, Pavilion, I was the rootwarden of Teldrassil for years. I watched... Oh, that's what the former... Okay, I thought they were talking about, Ruia, because he's no longer a rootwarden and is bad guy now. Alright, so, she's talking about herself, because Teldrassil is no longer with us. Okay. I was the root warden for Teldrassil. For years I watched the roots here below the surface, but I was not aware of what was threatening the tree outside of Harandar. For just as long, I have regretted that failure, but we cannot change the past. I wonder, however, if roots so great may still have life within them. Might there be something which can still be done? I do not know, but I do hope. Will you join me at the Shrine of Ages to tend to the roots? So we're going to meet Hagar at the Shrine of Ages, and we're going to take a look at the roots of Teldrassil to see if maybe they can be replenished, and Teldrassil can be brought back after all. Undo all the damage that Sylvanas did back in BFA. Alright. Good. I will meet you at the shrine soon, Pavilion. Alright. Well, let's go for it. Alright. And the Shrine of Ages is not too far from here. Alright, it's just outside of the village to the southeast of here. Alright. What is that? That is the... Oh, I remember running into that earlier. Okay, that requires some interesting currency that we have to turn into that thing. Thank you for joining me, Pavilion. Here, I honor Teldrassil. And this is one of the burned roots, it looks like. All right, let's check in with Hagar. Right? Yes. All right. I am deeply grateful for your willingness to help Teldrassil and myself, Pavilion. Alright, what's been the most difficult part of all of this, we ask? The silence, Pavilion. Teldrassil did not speak to me, but I heard her voice, like one hears nature around them. We are speaking now, but I hear the nearby stalkers and the rippling of the stream around us. Teldrassil was like that, yet more so. Always woven into my thoughts for many years, then nothing. Continue listening, she has more. Alright, but worse than silence is the knowing. The certainty that this silence is all I will ever experience. It feels very much like being afraid. But fear is what could happen. Fear is about what could happen. What you hope does not happen. Teldrassil is gone. I shall never... That knowing is a greater burden than I can express. Yes, it's the sadness of the loss of Teldrassil. Alright, so, turn this in. I lived far longer than, I lived far longer before I became rootwarden than after. Yet Teldrassil will always be what defines my life.
We have much to do.
Right. I am deeply grateful for your willingness to help Teldrassil and myself. Alright, and... let's see, the new quest from Hagar is Buffer Zone.
What will the roots bring me?
And this time, she says, at this shrine, I have worked to gather roots that seem to still have the possibility of life within them. They are each greatly damaged, some more than others. My hope is some might recover with enough time and enough care in that way. I honor the great tree's memory. For that to be possible, though, We have to keep them safe from the hazards of Harandar. So please be sure that nothing nearby threatens them. Alright, so we're going to protect the shrine as she does a little bit of healing on the roots here, because the local wildlife are a little pesky in this area, apparently. So, sorry guys, one moment here. I gotta get my water. Okay. So, protect the shrine. Protect the shrine. There are many hungry creatures that would like to feast on the exposed roots here. Keeping what remains of Teldrassil safe is the priority. Who knows which roots may be able to be saved? Alright, oh, so we gotta go kill the creatures, apparently. Alright, they don't just randomly attack, but we have to go, we gotta go just knock out the creatures in the area so they don't become a threat later, basically. Alright, it's 114, 114, 114. Okay, we got a bunch of easy ones here, so we'll just pull a bunch of them. Alright, here we go. That gets 2 of them. That gets... Okay, got all 4 of them. There we go. Okay, so... Alright, got a nice little chunk of them. Do we get credit? No, the stalkers don't give us anything. What's that on the ground? So, firefly. Alright. Those are... okay, other players in the area have been killing these guys too, so gonna have to wait for some respawns. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get a few more. Oh, we got another player right here that's doing them. Okay, we'll tag along. We'll tag along with these guys and help them as they go. And it's another Voido demon hunter. For all I know, this is the same one. Sky shard again, alright. Oh, come on. Sometimes other players in the area can be a burden, and sometimes it's a really big help, for sure. Alright, this will knock it out. There we go. This will do all that. This will do right here. Darn it, another one snuck it. Oh, well, not a biggie. We'll just take you out, too. Keep getting these mysterious sky shards. That's it. That's going to lead to something soon enough. All right. And which? Okay. I don't want anything nearby that can hurt the roots. Alright, thank you for helping to protect what may still live of Teldrassil. It may be that nothing remains. Some of these roots still smolder. Yet I vow to serve as rootwarden, and I will not fail a second time. If there is any hope, I choose each day to believe that there may be, that Teldrassil could bloom again. Though I may only be preserving her memory. Well, you never know. Maybe perhaps we will see Teldrassil again one day. Alright. And the next quest from Hagar is Natural Remedy. And this time she says, if we ever hope to see new growth, Teldrassil's roots need a great deal of special attention. The source of this stream is one of the great roots. The water carries ash, which I believe still contains the tree's essence. The stalkers in the stream carry a mixture of that ash and slime from their tendrils, a very potent mixture. Bring me as much of it as you can carry, and I will combine it with the regions I've gathered. Today, then we'll be ready to apply it to the roots. Alright, so, now we do go after the stalkers that are directly around the area here. That's why that guy was attacking them there. So we're gonna gather 8 clumps of verdant stalker sludge. Alright, so we just gotta get them, yeah, we just gotta get the stalkers in the area now. She says, sometimes hope is all we have. Yes, very unfortunate, but it is all too true. Sometimes we have to rely on hope in this world. Alright, pull you. And we will pull you. And we will pull you. Alright. Try and get them all at once here. There we go. Smaller ones here first. Oh, they're all big ones. Yikes. Okay, alright. My dumbass pulled 3 229s. Alright. Well, we got him. We got him. Well, maybe we get more spot. We get a little bit more sludge. One of them dropped 2. Alright, so we got 4 sludge altogether on that one. Well, maybe all of these are 229s. Oh, they are. Okay, they're all 229s. It's not like there are easier stalkers in the area. Alright. Gotcha. Okay. And one more. Got it. And, yep, that gave us another 4. Fantastic. Alright, we have all the sludge we need. Go ahead and give this over to Hagar. Where did Hagar go? Oh, there she is. She's up a little higher now. Alright.
I am not eternal.
Okay. Oh, she got some extra stuff here. Okay, so how do you deal with what's been the most difficult about this? Alright, how do you deal with your pain? Seeing such greatness consumed by fire was unspeakably painful, but the pain wasn't the hardest thing. Time has dulled its edge. The hardest part for me, Pavilion, was the loss of life's purpose. As rootwarden, I knew what I lived for and that I was willing to die for. With Teldrassil gone, the void of purpose and meaning was a more difficult thing than I could have imagined. Helping the young Har'mara and the others at Har'mara has become a greater focus for me. That has kept me from being overwhelmed by grief. Alright, and so why do you refer to Teldrassil as her? She says, it may seem odd, but for years, Teldrassil was everything to me. Since the burning, I have been haunted by her loss. When your life is dedicated to one thing, especially something as great and full of life as Teldrassil, it does not seem like a sufficient word. It does not seem like a sufficient word. Yeah, I get that. This is, that's one of those, it's you treat it as a living thing. There are plenty of folks out there that speak to that are in tune with nature and are gardeners. Oh, they go to their favorite plants and they say she's thirsty. They don't say it needs water. She says she needs water. And you know what? Honestly, guys are the same with cars. They are. She needs to get filled up. Not it needs to get filled up. She needs to get filled up. Pay attention to that. The next time people are talking about their car, watch and it's always a female name. They always name it female. So they'll say, yeah, she needs a little work. She needs to have some work done. She needs a little decal work. She needs to get filled up with gas this week. So on and so forth. You know what I mean. All right, moving on. Okay, so what do you hope to achieve with these roots? All right, everything possible, Teldrassil, whatever that may be. Perhaps some of the roots can be saved. Perhaps roots can grow again into a great tree. Such a tree might retain some essence of what I dedicated my life to. Perhaps nothing except the freedom to die one day, knowing I tried all I could. Well, you know, if anything else, that's a good message right there. At the very least, you put some effort into it. You don't know if you don't try. You know? So that's a good lesson right there. Blizzard, you're teaching some good lessons with this quest chain so far. So well done thus far. All right, natural remedy. All right. Do you have the rejuvenating mud? All right, yes, here's the sap. We got all those extra dialogue pieces, so we got to talk about all the extra dialogue, so we get to know how the characters think, and any extra little details that we can along the way. All right, so this will do nicely for today. Just give me a moment to mix. Oh, Nathalian, do you smell smoke? All right, oh, something's happening. All right, so, oh, and we have an extra little thing right here. Do you blame yourself for what happened? Do you blame yourself for what happened to Teldrassil? Well, I would hope not, because that's not Hagar's fault. That's all Sylvanas. That was her doing. All right. Well, how could I not? Yet she still blames herself. Still blames herself. How could I not, Pavilion? I was the rootwarden. Teldrassil was mine to watch over. My responsibility. I've told myself countless times that I couldn't be expected to know the threat above the roots, that no one knew or expected what happened, and I know that is true in a way. But I also, as rootwarden, was to devote myself to Teldrassil entirely. The tree should not have burned while I had breath. Well, you know, it was, you know, we appreciate the fact that you take responsibility. But it was seriously, Hagar, it was not your fault. All right. Okay. So. And the quest she has for us this time is Flare Up. And she says, Champion, I see smoke rising above Har'mara. The roots are on fire. Not here, but beneath the remnants of the tree. I have seen this happen many times, but we must always respond with haste. Take to the skies and douse them immediately. So we're going to fly near the flames on the roots of Teldrassil to douse. All right, so the roots are kind of immersed around the town, and we got to take care of business there. Alright, so 18 smoldering fire stuff. Go quickly! There is nothing more important to me than keeping those flames at bay. Alright. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. I thought I had the mounts on for some reason. Alright. Okay, we're just gonna fly over. Oh, here we go. Okay, and... Oh, okay, so we just need to fly by them. Okay, we just throw a water spell of some kind as we fly by the flames. This, I guarantee you, this will be a world quest. This is going to be a world quest right here. Alright, 9 and 10. The hard part is just finding them. Okay, where are... Here we go. 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. There we go. Fire's doused. All good. Okay, so all these. Okay, so all these roots. These are the burned roots of Teldrassil that she was talking about. Okay. For some reason, I thought we would be going like closer to the town itself, and there would be stuff coming up from the ground or whatever. Shows what I know. Okay, so here we go. The flames will be back, but we must always extinguish them. Alright, we got a whole bunch of tree pieces here. We got sacks of seeds, maybe? Is that what this is? Yeah, it's a whole bunch of supplies here, alright? Alright. Bethadian, the smell of smoke fills me with the same dread I felt on that terrible day. There is much heat still trapped within the largest roots, and in the right circumstances, the burning begins anew. If we have any hope seeing the roots restored one day, we have to be vigilant against even small fires. At best, they undo our work, but at worst, they could spread to consume what remains. Thank you for helping me keep watch. All right. So there we go.
Serve these well.
And then let's see. So where were you when Teldrassil was attacked? New bit of dialogue. Where were you when Teldrassil was attacked? I was at the den with the other rootwardens when. And then she pauses before continuing. Others saw the smoke and sent for me. The only light at Har'mara was from the burning roots above. They were the last to catch fire. The tree was already gone. So she found out too late. All right. All right. And the next quest from Hagar is tending hope. And this time, she says, "Thank you for tending to those fires, champion. While you were gone, I've used the sludge to make a salve. Help me spread it over Teldrassil's roots. It may take years to see a difference, if we ever do. But though I failed, I made oaths to keep her. But though I failed, I made oaths to keep her, and I can still choose to keep them. I will never stop doing what I can do. Help her perhaps grow again. If I do not succeed, the next rootwarden, or the one who comes after that, may be the one to finish this work. Even so, I shall not stop trying." And I'm sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. For some odd reason, I thought there was a knock on my door. Man, grab a Lipton iced tea. Well, I was up. All right, so yes, the message is, let your legacy be that you did all you could. That's that you never quit. Good lesson to have for sure. All right, so apply Hagar's salve to 12 withered roots. Now we're probably going to go back to the same area and just throw salve on it now, apparently.
We have much to do.
I do not know what losses you have experienced or what pain you carry. But is there more to that? Apparently not. Okay. All right, well, we're just, all right, so we're just putting salve around this little portion right here. That's what we're doing. Okay. All right, I don't know what it was. The way that was, the way that was phrased, I could have swore there was going to be like a second section to that. All right. All right, putting the salve on. Alright, just gonna find all the little spots here. Okay, there's another one right there. And we got another one over here. Oh, and behind us we got... Okay. I will, Oh, there is more. Okay. Being rootwarden was the proudest part of my life, my greatest joy. I will always wish I had known of the threat of Teldrassil and acted differently. Oh, okay, these are the roots. Alright, the roots that are surrounding this section right here. So 9, 10... Oh, and we got... There's kind of extras around here. So it's not only 12. There's more than 12 that you can do. So you're not struggling to find root pieces here. But I will never give up hope that through my work it may be restored one day. Well, God willing, perhaps Teldrassil will come back.
Speak swiftly. You're strange one.
Thank you, Pelthalion, for your help. Because of you, I was able to keep up my routines even with those fires. Perhaps one day we might see a sprout, even if it takes many years. And I shall be ever ready to resume my duties as rootwarden should hope bloom. And I think that may be it, because we have a ring reward. This may do it. Let's see. We will pick up. We'll grab you. We'll just pick the first one here. Okay, and
walk.
yep, it's it. Yes, cultivating hope. is that one right there. All right. Teldrassil, I cannot know if any of this may lead to the growth of the growth I hope for. If any parts Teldrassil is still alive, or could be again. But today, you've at least helped me to keep my hope alive, and that in itself is meaningful. I remain grateful for your help, Teldrassil. I will continue my daily work here to see what may be possible. So there you go, guys. You know, this was a good inspirational quest chain. This was all about having grief and disappointment in loss, and learning to accept the tragedy that has happened and do what you can to right the wrongs that were created in the path. So, you know, that's a very good message to have. So I can appreciate this quest chain on a whole. So whoever in the writer's room did this quest chain, well done. That was very, very well done indeed. I very much liked the message that was behind this quest chain here. So there you go, guys. That will do it for this quest chain, and that will do it for this video. Only one more side quest chain to knock out here in this zone, and then we can move on to the dungeon that's here. And I'm looking forward to that for sure. Like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, guys. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Be sure to drop something in the comment section if you have an opinion on anything at all, guys. If you saw anything fun or interesting regarding the story that took place over the course of this, any of the dialogue that Hagar gave us, of her backstory, of what you think may happen with her in the future, or if you saw anything that I missed that you want to bring to my attention and you want to mention that somehow, then guys, leave something in the comment section for me. If it's anything worth talking about, then I'll talk about it with you. But I want to get dialogue going out there, guys. I want people to be talking about the story and the characters and whatnot. So that's going to do it for our journeys up in Har'mara. Our last quest is going to be down in Har'mara, down in the southwest section right there. All right, so when we come back on our next video, we will have appeared in that town, and we'll get going as soon as we get this one loaded up. And I thank you once again for stopping by. We'll see you very shortly on the next one. Ta-ta for now.